Hello and welcome. You are listening to the At Home with Ifeno podcast. This podcast is for anyone, male and female, who believes that the home is the cornerstone and foundation of a flourishing society and a better world. Here, we'll guide you through the intricate journey of building a home that's not just a physical space. Whether you are single, preparing to share your life with another, a couple cultivating a shared dream, or parents tending to the garden of their children's hearts. Every other week, we'll talk about topics like practical tips on managing family finances, creating a beautiful home, conversations on courtship, marriage, parenting, and much more. The At Home with Ifeno podcast offers a rich tapestry of inspiration and support. Join us as we explore creating homes where love resides, families thrive in wisdom, and the seeds of a brighter future are sown, just as God intended. Hello, and welcome to At Home with Ifeno. How are you today? It's a great day. It's a brand new month, the month of July. And I welcome you by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are connecting with us globally. How is everything going on with you? How is your family? How is business? How is work? How are you doing, dear listener? I'm so glad to be on the show today. Like I said, it's a new month, the month of July, and I want us to have some honest conversations today. But before we delve into today's episode, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I will encourage you to do that so that you keep getting updates of our new episodes, even if Ifeno doesn't send it to you directly. And secondly, I would like you to always share on the comment section what you have learned from every episode you listen to. Thirdly, I would also like you to share this episode immediately after you have enjoyed the episode. Sharing is caring. There is love in sharing. So if you know that you are getting value from At Home with Ifeno, which I believe you are doing, please share this episode with someone dear to you, someone you know will be blessed, and it will help to improve our lives. So, like I said, today's topic is going to be something of honesty, of value. Interestingly, our topic has something to do with what I will also call value, and not the kind of value that the world measures, with money, with titles, with appearances, with applause. But today I want us to talk about the kind of value that quietly is built within each and every one of us over time. So whether you are single, whether you are married, or you are raising children as parents, every season of your life is building something in you, and it is anchored on what I will call values. So as a single person, you could be building your life around your identity. You could be building character and convictions. As a couple, you could be building culture and connection and making sure that you are having a partnership, that it is not transactional, that is transparent, and that is teamwork together. And as a parent, you are likely building an atmosphere, an influence or a legacy in the lives of your children. So many times, wherever we are, at whatever stage of life we are in, we are building. And what we are building is based on our value system. So I would like to say, value. What really is value? Because today's topic is going to be centered on the value you build as a single person. The value you build as a single person. And I say, value is the worth, is the importance or quality something carries. What you value is what you see as important, what you see as having quality and worth, and you see that thing as something that you should cherish. And like I said, beyond money, beyond what the world sees as value, do you know that you are consistently building how you live, what you prioritize, what kind of impact your life is making even on others? Let me give an example of this value I'm talking about. Do you know that honesty is a value? Kindness is a value. Discipline is a value. Respect for one another is a value. So values shape our decisions. Before you take any decision, what influences those decisions is the values that you hold dear, the importance of what you carry as dear and worth the while. Values shape our relationships, the kind of friends and the people we associate with. Our values point us to those kind of people. Values also shape our habits. Consciously and unconsciously, there are many things we do every day without being reminded. Those are habits. And our values are what have shaped those habits. And then values has a way of creating, the atmosphere that we have around us. So values are inner principles. Values are the inner principles and the qualities that guide how we live and what or who we become. I'll take that again. Values are the inner principles and qualities that guide how we live and what we become. Over time, the value of a person consistently begins to shape their character. The values we build as people over time, consistently, they begin to shape our relationships, our characters, and our homes eventually, and even future generation. And that is what the series for this month of July is going to be focused on, the value you build. First, today we're going to be talking about the value you build as a single person. And the next episode will be the value you build as couples. And the last will be the value you build as a parent. So whatever level you find yourself, July's series is a month that you do not want to miss. Wherever you stand, there is something for you. The value you are building, the value you are building. What are you intentionally building, dear listener? Every day we are making choices. Every day we are deciding on what our lives are all about. So I want you to note that this series for this month about the value we are building is not about perfection, is not about sounding so deep or doing nothing differently after listening, because I want us to be very intentional and practical, in this series. So in each episode this month, we are not only going to reflect, we are going to be responding, and I'll be sharing, little habits, small habits to start this honest conversation with ourselves as we ask ourselves questions, conversations that we should have back at home, practical changes that will help us implement and take small action steps that will quietly transform our day over time. Our lives are built whether we like it or not, because you know what? Growth is not built just on inspiration. So I don't want to just stop and tell you, oh, you can do this, you can do that. I would like us to practice what we are going to be sharing this month and beyond. So real change doesn't begin in the big things. It happens actually on very ordinary days. But what will make the very ordinary days become different is becoming more disciplined with our time, learning how to handle conflict differently, creating healthier routines, speaking more intentionally as couples, as parents, listening more deeply to our children, becoming emotionally aware, small things, but they are powerful things that will help us throughout this month of building the value we are building. So the value you build as a single person, the value you build as a couple, and the value you build as a parent is coming together to create a home and the larger society. So I want you to take that sweet spot, take that place where you will not be easily distracted, and come with an open heart. Come with a notebook, if possible, this month, and your pen to take down one or two things that would, resonate with you, and you will intentionally put into practice so that your life will not remain the same again. So I have tagged today's episode, the value you build as a single person. The value you build as a single person. I just want to remind our single ones that singleness is not a lesser season of your life. If you are single and you are listening to me today, I want you to always have this at the back of your mind, that your singleness is the foundation of the future you are dreaming about. The way you handle your single time, the way you handle your single season will determine how you are going to be great in the nearest future. So do not take your singleness as a lesser season. Do not take it as a season where you can just while away time. No, you are quietly building something now, and it will follow you into your future. So like I said, no pressure, not about perfection, but consciously taking note of what we are building. We are building value, and I'm hoping that the value we are bringing is positive, is something that would create a beautiful future for you. So your single season, like I said, is not a lesser season, but it's a season that has value, real value. You know why? Because your relationship status does not just begin when you are married as a single person. It actually starts from now as you are single, because who you are becoming during this season of singleness will speak for you when you eventually get into a relationship, get married, and start raising a family and building a home. So sometimes society speaks about singleness as if it's just a waiting room for marriage, like there's nothing else to do. No, waiting is not about doing nothing. Waiting is about preparing yourself for that beautiful future you want. So singleness is not an empty space, dear single. It's a season where your identity is deepened. Do you really know who you are, dear single, listening to me today? Do you know who you are? Are you sure of your identity? Because that is the foundation of many problems we see in the society today. Many single people have not taken time to understand who they are, because they are always looking for somebody to get attached to. There are times when you need to be alone, not out of worry and sorrow, no, but to have reflective moments to think about who you really are. who has God created you to be? Singleness is a blessing. It's a time of discovery. That is what I will say. It's a time when you discover your strengths, your weakness, and you really know who God is creating you to be gradually. Before you bring somebody, to get involved in your life, why don't you spend this single season of your life to discover yourself, to know who you are? And I will add, as Ifeno, to discover who God is and know why He created you and what plans He has for you. So singleness is a season of deepening your identity. It is the season where your character gets matured. You get convicted, not by what is happening or trending on social media, but in who you have discovered yourself to be. Purpose also becomes clearer as a single person, because you don't have anybody to, you're not thinking about a wife, you're not thinking about children. So your purpose becomes clearer. You have a sense of direction in your single season. And that is why the value you are building as a single person is very, very important. Healing comes during your singleness. Many of our singles are going through one or two emotional, problem or challenge. This is the time where you can heal, you can know what you need to do to move ahead in your journey. And honestly, I would like to say that many of the things that will sustain a healthy, relationship, they are actually built privately when nobody is clapping for you. Many of the things that will keep you confident and fulfilled in your person as a person is actually built in your singleness. It is built in things like discipline, responsibility, your self-awareness, the way to communicate, the way to handle challenges, and most importantly, your relationship with God. So, dear single, I want you to take this season of your life very, very importantly, because the values you imbibe, the values you build will help even to reveal how your marriage or your relationship will thrive in the nearest future. Many times, it simply takes taking out time to have reflective moments. So marriage will not just work magically, and be stable just like that. No, it would work because of the work you have done in your single season. So the value you build as a single should not be taken for granted. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself in your single season is identity. I just said that. Your identity. Knowing who you are beyond the validation and beyond the attention that people will give you. You need to understand your identity beyond what somebody else chooses for you or not. Because when your identity is weak, when your identity is not firm, people can easily just give you suggestions. People can enter relationships with you, and if they don't get what they are looking for, it looks like you become a dumping ground. So why do you want to search for worth outside as a single person? Why don't you take time and discover who you are? And then when you are ready to get into a relationship, you know that you are also coming, in contact with another person that has discovered him or herself, and you are going to work together as partners. Because it will be very dangerous to depend on another person for your joy, for your happiness, and your fulfillment. No, it is a partnership. It is about two people knowing who they are and coming together to work as a team to bring about better results and fulfill God's plan for their lives as a team. So Make sure that you take your identity, discovering who you are, as very, very foundational and important. Some people will abandon their convictions just to keep someone else happy. Some people will discover that they will tolerate disrespect because they don't want to feel lonely. Why do you want to live such a life? It is in this single season of your life you will deal with all those excesses, deal with all those insecurities, because your identity needs to be rooted properly. When your identity is rooted properly, then you will make choices that are healthier. You will make choices that will not make you seem like the lesser person. You will begin to value your peace. You will begin to see red flags. You will not just sweep over things that are glaring and say, oh, we can do without that. Or you are wishing and praying that the person will change some other time. No. When your confidence is built in your singleness and you know who you are, your identity, you will not be depending on external approval. You will know who you are and you will stand up for that person that you have discovered yourself to be. What are the practical ways we can build this identity that I've been talking about? 1, spend intentional quiet time with God regularly. Dear listener, you cannot discover who you truly are outside your maker. You cannot discover who you truly are outside the person that created you. I am not going to mince words. Without God, you are nothing. Without God, you cannot discover yourself. You could go round and round. You could get all the accolades and get all the degrees, but you will still feel that void and emptiness. And that is how you can build this strong identity, depending on God, spending more time with Him. Not only when you are in trouble, but even when you are okay, because you build a relationship with God and you know when He's telling you things, what He's telling you to do. Secondly, another practical way to build your identity is write down your values. Dear listener and dear single, what truly matters to you? What are the things that you cherish? I can share some of my values with you. One of my values is love. Love for God, love for people, love for myself. Love, that is one value that I hold dearly. Another value that I really, really strongly hold dearly is excellence. Going above ordinary in doing the things that I do. I am not yet there, but not just doing the mundane things anyhow, but exceptionally above average. That is a value I cherish very, very dearly. So what are your values? What are the things that determine how you make your decisions, who you stay with, who are your friends, who are the people you spend time with? They truly matter, and you need to see how you can discover this, especially as a single person. 3, learn about your strengths and your weaknesses. You need to be honest with yourself. Know what your strengths are and know what your weaknesses are. 4, develop confidence in your own voice and your decisions. Do you know that many of us struggle to make up our mind, even to the basics? What do we wear? Where should we go? What should we do? Many times, many of us struggle with this. And I want to say this starts from childhood. So we need to develop that capacity to develop our confidence as singles. Because if you do not develop and know what you want and know how your decisions are going to be made, then you are going to take anything and everything from other people, and that will make you lose your identity. So make sure you develop your confidence in your own voice and in taking decisions. Even if you make mistakes, you will learn from them and you would move forward. And then another way to develop your identity and build your identity is that you should learn how to enjoy your own company without constant distraction. Sometimes many of us are scared to be alone. Sometimes my children ask me when they come back from school that, was I bored? My daughter is always asking that many times. She says, hope I wasn't bored. And I say, no, I wasn't bored at all. In fact, I have so much to do. So why should I be bored? And so much doesn't mean I am just sitting in front of the TV. No, there are many things. Sometimes I feel I don't even have enough time for what I want to do. But you need to prioritize each day what is important. So what am I trying to say? I can spend time alone even when everybody has left the house, and I will not be bored. There are so many things. I enjoy it as long as I have the things I need at home and there is power supply. I tell you, I will enjoy myself. I will enjoy my company. So why is it that many singles are finding it difficult to enjoy their company? You need to cultivate that part of you. You need to be able to spend time with yourself. You must not always have somebody glued to you for you to enjoy yourself. And this is something you can build, you can cultivate. So singleness is something that you should not take for granted. So if every relationship disappeared, this is a reflective question I want you to think about as a single person. If there was no relationship, none of your friends was around today, would you still know who you are as a person? I'll take that again. Something to think about. If all your friendships were gone, there was no friendship again, nobody as your friend, not because you were quarreling, but they suddenly just disappeared, would you still know who you are, dear listener? So this is why it is very important for us to know the value we are building as singles. We should not take it for granted because it's the foundation of our future. It's the foundation of the marriage you are dreaming about. It's the foundation of the home and the life you want to live when you move from your singleness to your married life. So discover who you are, spend time with yourself, spend time with God, and be confident in your voice. Secondly, we build character in our singleness. The first thing I said is building identity. So building character is another important area as singles that we should not take for granted. So character is who you are when nobody is watching you. Character is who you are when nobody is seeing you. And singleness is one of the clearest places where character is quietly formed. As a single person, this season of your life is a place where you will really see your character at play. How do you handle temptation as a single person? How do you speak to people as a single person? Do you keep your word? Are you someone that when you say yes, your yes means yes, and when you say no, your no means no? It is in this season of singleness you will truly discover this. Can people trust you? Can people say, oh, this is what Ifeno said, and she would keep to it? This is why our character is something we must intentionally build. Are you responsible with money? We live at a time where many people will borrow money and they will suddenly disappear. Are you that kind of person? Are you that kind of single that will apologize sincerely? These things matter, dear listener. They might look little, they might look insignificant, but I want you to take note that they are building your character. No matter the success you attain as an individual, Character is what will sustain that success. If your character is questionable, then it's just a matter of time for your success to come crashing down. And I know we do not want to do that. So that is why what you build concerning your character as a single person is very, very key. Relationships will not survive just on chemistry. That marriage you are looking forward to as a single person very soon is not just going to be the butterflies in your belly. No, your character will play a very key role in sustaining your relationship with your future wife or your future husband. So what are you building? Many people are praying, for future relationships, and they are ignoring today's present character development. You can't do that. You cannot say, oh, when I become a husband, I will learn what it takes. Or when I become a wife, I will learn what. No, what you are doing today is a foundation for who you are tomorrow. So let me just share some practical ways that we can build our character. Number one, if you have not been keeping promises, start keeping small promises even to yourself. When you say you are going to do something, dear listener and dear single, make sure that you keep that promise. Start keeping small promises to yourself. That is one way to build and work on your character intentionally. 2, practice honesty even when lying would be easier. Practice honesty even when lying will be easier. You are seen in an awkward place or an awkward position and you just feel, oh, I can't say the truth. I would lose this person if I say the truth. Please practice honesty even when lying may seem easier. 3, be accountable with your finances. Accountable with your finances. Please, young ones, singles, and every other listener, finance is an area that tests our relationship. Be it friendships, be it marriage, whatever level of relationship, be accountable concerning finances. Let people trust you with money. Let people know that when you borrow money, you will pay back. Let people know that they can keep something with you and they will come back and meet it even in a better state. That is the way we build our character. Learn punctuality and consistency, dear listener. This punctuality on Ifeno is usually very angry at many people when they don't keep to time. Don't get me wrong, I have gotten to some places late, but to be very, very honest, I really take my time very seriously. I take time very, very seriously. If I'm going to run late, if something, an emergency came up, and I have access to my phone, I would call, I would send a message to state that I will be running late. Yeah. So one of the ways to build our character is to learn about being punctual and be consistent. Don't be on time today and the next day you are coming late. No, you need to consistently be punctual. And if there's anything that comes up, communicate. Say why you will be coming late and be honest. So these are the ways that we are building our character. And then serve people without always expecting recognition or expecting something in return. Serve, joyfully serve, happily serve. Service is greatness. It's not just the path to greatness. When you serve, it's a reflection of how great you are. So serve without wanting to be rewarded. serve with a heart of love, serve with a large heart of accommodating people, and then develop self-control in your speech, in your emotions, and in the way you react, dear listener. These are the ways our characters are being formed. These are the ways our character is being shaped. And the way we thrive in our single season will also set the pace for when we get into a relationship of marriage or friendship or whatever the relationship is. So this is how we are building value as singles. They are very important. Small habits are going to shape our future outcomes. The things we see as adults, they actually started when we were much younger. And if we were not corrected, if we were not guided, many of us grow with it into adulthood and it becomes a major challenge. So small habits shape our future outcomes. Now, one thing many people try to avoid in their singleness is healing. Many of us have been hurt as young people, as singles, either in a broken relationship or maybe our relationship with our parents, our relationship with our siblings, or relationship with a friend. It might not even be a marriage, or it's not even a dating relationship. Maybe friends of the same sex, and you had issues, and you are carrying that unforgiveness, you are carrying those hurts. Do you know that if we don't heal from our wounds, we will carry those wounds even to the next phase of our lives, and it could be very detrimental to our joy. It could be very detrimental to our success. So the next thing that we must work on, building intentionally, is to heal whatever needs to heal. Forgive that person. Don't hold it as a grudge. Many times when we hold grudges against people, we that were not the offender, we also hurt, and it could be very detrimental to our health and our well-being. So sometimes busyness hides the pain that many of us carry. There is this saying that everybody comes into a marriage or a relationship with their baggages. Ifeno is here to tell you that please don't go into marriage with baggages of hurt. Don't go into marriage with baggages of bitterness, because it will sour and it would hurt even the person you are getting involved in the next phase of your life if you don't heal. So many times we use busyness to hide our pain. We use, attention to distract our emptiness. Some of us don't feel fulfilled even before we get into a relationship. And many of us feel that once we get into the relationship, it will be sorted out. No. We need to heal. We need to heal from wounds. Wounds will not suddenly or simply just disappear because you have found somebody that loves you. Dear single, if your insecurity is not addressed, it will affect your relationship. If unresolved anger remains, it can affect the way you communicate, the way you speak. If past trauma, maybe the way you related with your parents, is ignored, it can quietly shape your future decisions. Please, our healing matters. We need to let go and heal so that we do not bottle up our pain and carry it into the next season of our lives, so that we do not get hurt and hurt other people. Hurting people hurt other people. If you are hurting and still hurting and you get into a relationship, you are likely going to hurt that person in that relationship. So this is not to say that you must become perfect. No, but you have to learn how to let go and let God. You have to learn how to be aware, of that awareness of keeping our health emotionally, clear. So, what are some practical ways that we can heal and come out of past hurts, past traumas? I am not a mental health coach, but there are things that we can actually do. The first thing I will say is you should pray honestly for God to help you instead of pretending. Many of us are pretending today. Many of us are using, our outward appearance to cover up things that are burning in our hearts. Rather than pretending, dear listener, why don't you just come open and bear and ask God to honestly help you? 2, identify unhealthy relationship patterns early. If you see that there's a way you have gone through some traumatic experiences and they didn't help, immediately you come into a relationship or you come into a friendship and you see that same thing happening, please, I advise and encourage you, meet someone that can coach you in line with this. Seek counsel and mentorship. Don't bottle up. Don't normalize, emotional pain. It will not help. You need to heal. And I want to say that healing is not weakness. Healing is actually maturity. And many times, even when you are not the offender, when you seek forgiveness, when you seek that, life should be better and that we should move on, not to sweep it under the carpet, no. Admitting that there is a problem, admitting that there is no need to pretend, and coming out clear will help you overcome every form of pain and grief, every form of disappointment, so that you would move on. And this is a reflection of how you have developed your maturity level. So, dear single, please don't bottle up your pain. Don't keep your pain. Release it and let healing come into your life and make you a better person, even for the next season of your life. Now, as a single person, you are to build with purpose and not just romantic dreams. I know we read books, we read novels. During my time when I was much younger, I didn't read those books, but I knew people that read Mills and Bones, stories that had happily ever after. Please and please and please, dear single one, don't build your life just on romantic desires and dreams. Yes, there's a place for your emotions, but there's a place where you need to put on your thinking cap and think. Don't throw away your brain. Don't throw away sense, just for fantasizing what you are imagining and what you desire. One thing I have noticed is that many people know exactly the kind of wedding they want. But do you know that they have not thought deeply about the kind of life they want to build in their marriage? So when it comes to planning for a wedding, many singles, they know everything, the details of every little thing. But the life that begins after that ceremony, the marriage, not the wedding ceremony, the marriage, what kind of life, what kind of family, what kind of home do you want to build? Many of our singles are not aware and intentional about that. And that is what really counts. Your purpose of coming together. So purpose matter, and your life is bigger than your relationship status. Before you come and meet this person you are dreaming of and you want to live the rest of your life with, God had a plan for you and had a plan for that person. And so you must walk in line with that purpose God has for you. And that's why this season of singleness is very important, because when you discover who you are, when you are discovering that purpose, it will guide you into the type of person you should marry. It will guide you on the kind of life you are going to live together. It's not just you now, it's about both of you. So there are gifts that you need to develop. There are people that God is going to use you to impact. There are skills you need to learn. And then there is wisdom you need to gain. So don't postpone your productive time and life just because marriage has not happened. A lot of young people, a lot of singles have suspended their life because they feel until they get married, nothing should be moving. No. You should develop yourself. You should gain insight. You should gain wisdom. You should, build yourself up. Don't postpone your productive part of your life just because you are not yet married. Why? Why should you, single lady, why should you be waiting that until you get married before your purpose? No, your purpose is already activated before you even get married. So your life today as a single person, it matters as much as your life when you get married. And how you lay the foundation of your life now will determine how your future life will be. So what are the practical ways that as a single person you can build with purpose? Remember that our topic is the value you build as a single person. The value you build. I have spoken about identity. I have spoken about character. I have spoken about healing. I have spoken about building with purpose. And now I'm saying for you to build with purpose, you need to learn a skill that will strengthen your future. Yes, you have the certificate. Yes, you have the degree, but add to that degree and certificate skills that will also help you. Our workforce and the way work is done today is evolving, is changing with so many things, with technology, with AI. Don't get missing, don't get lost, but build up yourself. Build healthy routine and structures. This is the time. I want to say that many of the things, that has helped me as a wife, as a mother, were things that I actually developed when I was single. The books, I have so many of my books till date that I had when I was in the university, that I read, that I bought, even before I got married and things like that. So build yourself, read books that will grow your mind and your character. Serve in meaningful ways wherever you can. Develop areas where God has gifted you, and practice stewardship of your time, of your energy. Live a purposeful life, dear single, that will show you how to be stable. Your finances, your time, your friendships, all this matter as you are single, because it will point you to the direction of your future. So I want us to pause again for a moment and ask yourself honestly, what kind of person am I becoming privately? What kind of person am I becoming when no one is watching me? What values define my life right now? What are the things that determine my decisions right now? What unhealthy patterns do I need to address? What are the habits I need to stop? And what are the habits I need to pick up and imbibe? Ask yourself honestly, am I building maturity or I am just merely passing time? What are the practical steps that I can begin with today to build a life of value? What are the practical things? Dear listener, ask yourself, what are these things? Let it not be more than 3. What are the 3 most important things from this episode that I'm going to start doing? Because sometimes the transformation we want, it begins just in one honest decision, one boundary, one habit, one conversation you need to have, one act of discipline. Because small beginnings really matter in building a life of value. As I come to a close today, dear listener, I do not want this episode to remain just as an inspiration. I want it to become action. So this week, or this weekend, or in the weeks to come, I want to challenge you to do 3 things. So I want you to get your writing material, like I said, and take down these 3 things that will help you build a life of value. 1, write down the values you want your life to reflect. Not relationship goals, dear single. Write down the values you want your life to reflect. I shared some of them with you, and I will say life values, things like integrity, things like discipline, the value of kindness, the value of wisdom, the value of faithfulness. Write down the values you want, dear single, that you want your life to reflect. And ask yourself honestly, does my daily life currently reflect these values? Does your daily life reflect kindness? Does your daily life reflect integrity? Does your daily life reflect excellence? Ask yourself honestly, those values you want, whether your daily life reflects those values. 2, choose one area to intentionally grow in. I didn't say 2 or 5. Just choose one area. Don't try to fix everything overnight, because you will be frustrated and you will be discouraged. So choose one area that you want to intentionally improve on. And it could be discipline, it could be your finances, it could be the way you communicate, it could be time management. You are always going late, you are always not meeting up with time. Maybe that is an area you need to work on, so that you will build value for proper time usage. And then take one practical step in the new week. Take one practical step concerning that area you want to focus on, and let it become a consistent action that you will grow in that area. And number 3, stop treating your life like it hasn't started already, because you know what, dear single, your life is already in motion. Stop taking it as if, until I get married. I'm sorry to say, many times it's usually the women that, the ladies that have this mindset that until I get married, then that is when. No, your life and your purpose is already activated. Your life has already started. So I want you to celebrate, this season of singleness. Celebrate it, learn, grow, serve, rest, enjoy your company, develop your purpose, build meaningful relationships and friendships. Many of the friendships I have today, they actually evolved from my university days, some from my primary school days. That's the truth. I still keep in touch with many of those friends of mine. So don't postpone your life, and don't think your life it hasn't started yet until you get married. No, your life has started. Your life is happening now, dear listener, not later, not when you get married, not when you have children. And if this episode has encouraged you, I would like you, like I said at the beginning, to share with another single person, another person that might need a reminder of the things that we have discussed. because the value you build quietly today will follow you into the very future season you are dreaming about. So, grow intentionally, build wisely, and never underestimate what God can form in your hidden seasons and what God is doing in your single season. Go and build value even in your season. Thanks for joining us this week on the At Home with Ifeno podcast. Check us out on Instagram at Ifeno17 and on YouTube at Home with Ifeno podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch every new episode and leave us a comment so we can build a strong community. See you in 2 weeks' time.